It's the same bottom three, although City have moved a point further away from Coventry. Just time to tell you what's ahead here on Sky Sports. On Wednesday, we're at Kings Meadow for the FA Cup fourth round replay between Kingstonian and Bristol City. That's on Sky Sports 2 from 7. And on Friday, we're in the third division, where the leaders Chesterfield are in action against Cheltenham. Again, Sky Sports 2 from 7. Now, I can't let you leave us, or even us leave you, without a look at Stanley Victor Collimore's debut for his new side, Oviedo, who are playing at Las Palmas today. And here he is, preparing himself to come on with about 20 minutes to go. It's goalless, and Stan, with those characteristic long, baggy shorts, Robbie, makes not much of an impact. In fact, he obviously encourages the other side to go and score the only goal of the game.
Well, again, it's almost could be last chance saloon for Stan, but again, you wouldn't be surprised if he goes there on a scoring run and ends up at Real Madrid or somewhere. Well,
everybody's determined almost to see him back on a plane in a couple of weeks' time looking for another club. But is there a possibility that because he's abroad, he says away from the media pack, that he could survive?
It may just help him, yeah. He's not going to have a biased opinion about him. He starts with a clean slate, and again, he's away from the media and the press, and if he can concentrate on his football, we all know what an outstanding footballer he can be.
Still going to be written, isn't it, on that gravestone, could have been. What could have been?
Well, again, like I say, this might be his last chance, and it might just have hit home to him that he's got to show all that potential.
OK, so Stanley misses out in sunny Spain. Poor him, everybody missed out in snowy Newcastle. From us all, it's goodbye. Bobby Robson made 2 changes. Rob Lee returned against his former side to skipper, and Marcelino made a rare start in place of the injured Alain Gomar. Alan Shearer still not fit enough. Commentators Andy Gray and Martin Tyler.
And the pitch really is a credit to Colin Powell, the old Charlton player who's head groundsman here.
Yeah, it's probably cut up a little bit, Martin, but it's a perfect pitch for would call a typical Premiership football match.
Forward by Richard Rufus. Hanson on the chase. Tisha Chef. He looks longer for Bartlett. And to barrel his way past Hughes, and he's earned Charlton the corner.
Well, he's been a willing early runner, Sean Bartlett, always looking to get over the top and behind.
Oh, Rufus was free, and he's put it wide.
Well, at this level, that's a chance, and a good one at that. And Richard Rufus knows it. It was a very direct and powerful run that took him on the angle. But this is a poor header at the end of it, unchallenged. Maybe he has to go back slightly. Should be testing the goalkeeper.
Other players in red forward. Shev's cross. The head of Marcelino. Powell, who his first Charlton goal here on Wednesday night. Svensson!
money's on a goal there. Chris Powell can't do any more than that. If you're playing wide and you get a ball like this in, then he's every right to expect the goalkeeper to be tested. On the run, he wins the header. That's not a difficult header from 7 yards. He's up early, he's towering. There's no real pressure, really.
Kieran Dyer, certainly the target for Sven-Göran Eriksson here today. Such a dynamic player. And they're playing a role they've been likening to that occupied by Peter Beardsley in the past at Newcastle. Kishishev can come inside onto his left foot here. Never really threatening the goal.
Scuffed at a touch, but it was good inside the play. 2 passes in the through. Lovely ball from Graham Stewart. As soon as Quinn turned his back, he was really struggling then.
Jensen. Over Stewart. Bartlett touched onto the post by Given. Bartlett came in behind Svensson with a really solid header.
Free kick's been given, but 2 poor headers early on Mark, but this is a stunning header and a fantastic save from Shay Given. It's not really a chance. He's had to go back to fetch this from low down. Look, he's backing away from goal. And it takes a combination of the fingertips of Given and the frame of the goal to keep Charlton out. But what a header.
Good touch by Acuna, laid off by Kieran Dyer. Plenty of room for Barton to try and exploit here. Solano, or Acuna, it hit Fish, didn't bounce back to Acuna, who was prostrate in any case. Now Jensen. Good contest in the middle third of the pitch. There's a lot of talent on view. Bartlett a bit unlucky. Kishishev. Parker. Jensen. Slip back to him by Kishishev. Jensen again. It's an easy ball on here for Powell. Oh, Bartlett. Svensson, can he keep it down? He can. He finds the corner. Finds come from across, and Charlton lead Newcastle 1-0.
Well, it's a great goal and a wonderful build-up. But I talked at the top of the show, Mark, about Solano. You don't give him defensive duties. He lost out in a very poor challenge there with Jensen, and from there was danger. It's an absolutely glorious tuck back from Bartlett. Not looking for goal here. He assesses the difficulty, sees his strike partner, who really did take his time. That's when you know all about it. You know you've got a bit of time. You know you can wait for it. My goodness, he tucked it away beautifully.
Very sweet for the Swede, who keeps his run of goals at the Valley going. So is it the curse of the capital again for Newcastle United? I just wonder how far we can take that back, Andy. The play built up on the opposite flank.
It's fabulous, Mark, wasn't it? It really was a build-up.
Here's Svensson again.
Well, it's another Premiership fixture that Newcastle have conceded.
Barton, out comes Given with the punch. Parker wants to turn it back straight away, came off the head of Lee. Corner.
Well, it's suddenly come to life, this match. Thought it was a pretty average half hour we had.
Todd goes near post, Rufus coming in behind him. Fish is there. Svensson is everywhere.
Well, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt that was just an instinctive header that arrives at him very, very quickly. I wondered if this was a chance. The first header has gone straight across goal. Well, you know, having just scored, it wouldn't surprise me if he'd have directed that pass Shea Given again.
Svensson. Now Kishishev.
Handball, I think he's given.
On goes Stewart. Oh, Paul Durkin's given the goal for Bartlett. I tell you, Newcastle are surrounding the referee. The flag certainly went up.
I thought it went up for handball, Mark, and I think that's what Paul Durkin did. He's played, I think, and I might be wrong, I think he's played a great advantage. He's going to go over and consult with the linesman. Might well have a word, and I think we'll find that he gave the flag went up for a handball against the Newcastle player. It dropped to a Charlton player. He waved play on. I think if that is what happened, the goal will stand.
Well, Graham Atkins has gone to talk to the Newcastle bench to explain to Mick Wadsworth, who questioned it and got the same answer that I think you've given the nation, Andy.
There's a ball just played round the corner here. This one here. It's that one. We don't quite see it. But that was when. We don't see it in that one, Martin. It's not that first ball. It's this one here. There. The flag goes up now. That was what the flag. But look how quickly the referee says it. You have to say absolutely top marks to the referee for seeing that, for spotting that, for letting it go.
Kishishev. Solano gave it away and is ending with Powell in a good position for the cross. Jensen. Oh, he was certainly leaning back when he struck it. Oh, we would love to have this fellow out there in these circumstances, and it won't be long before he's back. Kishishev. Svensson. Parker's made it his. Wasn't the best return ball. Oh, it falls for Svensson. Well, that could have come out to Bartlett or Stewart, who were in there, and maybe Gibbons earned a bit of luck there that he parried it into Newcastle's park.
Well, that's when hard work gets its rewards, Martin, because that's what Scott Parker earned. He earned the right to get this ball dropped for one of his mates, because he won his way through a couple of big tackles. It dropped beautifully for Svensson. I can't fault what he did. Hard and low across the goalkeeper. This is an excellent save. And he got a little bit of luck. Dropped to one of his own.
Quick. Speed. For Lee. Solano goes to the right. Gallagher through the centre. Amiobi is there. Took that nicely on the half turn. Solano. Amiobi. Makes space for a shot himself, and
what a save. Oh, what a touch. Little piece of magic from Amiobi. Great feet. You watch how quickly he shifts it from one to the other. There it goes. Great. What a save that is from Illich. Must have seen it late.
Todd trying to catch Given off his line, and Beckham from Andy Todd.
Or did he get there and think, oh no, where do I go from here? There's not a lot in front of him, not many options. He's being closed down.
He's taken on by Bacedas. Dyer. Fish trying to cut him off, but Dyer still goes on.
Yeah, he stuck to it well. That hasn't happened enough. First time in the match that we've really, in the 80th minute, we've seen Kieran Dyer running this way, deep into the last third, really driving at the Charlton back line.
Alan Kirbishley, Keith Peacock and Mervyn Day can feel very proud if the 3 points are bagged in the next 5 minutes or so. Quick. And Rufus has let it run. Gallagher darting in, and Illich has kept it out, and Chris Powell's on hand to tidy it up. Close call for Charlton there.
Yeah, I think Rufus was under it with Amiobi and Mark. And suddenly there's a problem. I don't think he's got a right to get a shot in Gallagher. He's had little to do with Sas Illich, but he's made two wonderful saves this second half.
Well, they gave him the presentation watch before the game. but maybe he'll be deserving of another award for 40 points for Charlton Athletic, and we're only in the middle of February. Svensson and Bartlett scored splendid goals in the first half, and Charlton was strong enough and wise enough after Wednesday's experience to see it through in the second with the help of two fine saves from Sasha Ilic. Newcastle, the torture in London goes on. Charlton 2, Newcastle United 0.
It's not good enough. You know, I mean, we're a big club, much bigger than Charlton Athletic, with respect in terms of potential. They have 20,000 here today, we have 52,000, all right? Now, we have big names, big reputations on paper today. On the pitch, their players were better than ours, and I don't accept that. Alan Kirby's worked wonders here. He's built a very workmanlike side, like the two strikers, not clever players, but they harassed and chased, didn't let our centre-halves settle on the ball, made us kick widely and kick urgently and kick rapidly, give us no time, and in the midfield they were better than we were.
7 matches unbeaten now, your best ever run in the top division for 48 years. You're safe now, aren't you? 40 points?
Well, I just said to them, you know, the fans have been singing it, and there's a real big thing about this 40 points, and teams get to 40 points and then sometimes tail off, and you know, I've just said to them in there, you know, we want to get to 50. That's what we're after. Let's get to 50 as quick as possible and keep going. You know, we're doing okay, and you know, I think it's just a question now. 11 games left, there's so many points we can get. What
was your view of the second goal? A bit of controversy over the linesman's flag.
Yeah, I mean, the players, to be fair to my players in a sense, and I don't want to be over-fair to them, because I don't want them to have any excuses, you know. There was an infringement. The referee did put it, sorry, the linesman did put his flag up. The players saw that, stopped, and we stopped. The whole team stopped. Now, the referee has the right to play on. That's his right. Now, he chose that. You play to the whistle. We didn't play to the whistle.
It's La Manga coming up for you, a little break for the players.
I'll tell you, I don't want to go. I've told them that. I don't want to go to La Manga. I will have no joy in La Manga. You know, even though the sun is there and we're going to, you know, relax a little bit and play a little bit of golf, but we'll train. Not hard. We will train now. That is for sure. But I don't particularly want to go to La Manga. I feel sorry for our supporters who've travelled from every breadth of the country, paid good money, paid for their ticket, and seen a dismal, pathetic first-half performance, which has cost us the result. Now, I'm with those supporters. I'm with my team as well. I'm with the players, but I feel sorry for our supporters, and I'm apologising to them for our performance in the first half. They've come a long way, and I don't think we've given them value for money, and I'm upset about it.
I've just got this vision of a film. You remember a film called The Hill? Where there's going to be this sand dune he's going to find out in Spain, and he's going to have them running up and down it all day long. It's the wrong time to be going away, I reckon.
Yeah, I mean, clearly not happy. I mean, you often say that the teams mirror managers and their character, and today you can see that Bobby Robson is a man who loves football, works tremendously hard, and he was disappointed in his team today that they haven't shown any of the traits that he wants in his football club.
As a lover of football, he really appreciated the work that went into the first Charlton goal. I think some 15 passes.
Well, yeah, he did pay compliments to Charlton, but again, this is what the style of play that Curbs wants in his Charlton side. It's all just playing and move. It's simple passing, it's keeping the ball, it's working, being patient, waiting for the right opportunity. And we'll see the pass count get greater. And all they're doing now is they're probing for the right time. They're looking for the opportunity. And at the moment, all the plays down the right-hand side are watch towards the end of the move where they actually get their break. Newcastle have got men over there, men to the right-hand side. There's a little cheeky nutmeg in here. Now they get the opportunity to switch the play. And Chrissy Powell puts in a great delivery. A fantastic header back by Bartlett and Svensson. Well, you know, it's a wonderful finish, and it was a classic goal for Charlton.
On balance, there was no way Newcastle deserved anything from the game, but you had to feel for them with the second goal because a flag went up. Now, you're supposed to play to the whistle. Are you playing to the flag as well?
Well, not really. I mean, you would say, and these are experienced international defenders, they don't hear a whistle, you play on. I mean, Charlton played on, and in the end, Charlton get the reward. Referee Paul Durkin overrules the decision, and we'll see later on that it wasn't a handball, and Bartlett goes through and scores. I mean, watch, the ball doesn't clip the defender's hand, Charlton take advantage of it and go on and get the goal. And again, that's really not being sharp upstairs, really, for Newcastle. That's cost them the second goal.
Well, Charlton are safe now. well, Alan Kirshe won't admit it, but it's 40 points is what they were chasing all the time. In a way, that chase hasn't really existed for the last couple of months because they've done so much better than that.
Yeah, and I mean, secretly he'll be relieved and pleased that his team have got to that 40 points, because it is a big psychological advantage once you're there. And you know, there'll be no mistake from Kirbs. Now he'll set bigger targets, 50, 60 points, you know, how high can we finish? But he'll be pleased today, and Charlton created good chances, you know, they played good football, had good opportunities, and were probably the better of the team, especially in the first half. I mean, Svensson's going to come in, and aerially, I thought they battled, and they made it difficult for the Newcastle defenders. And again, you know, we're not saying these are top draw players, but this Charlton side is about working for each other. You know, there's no big stars, no big names in that team, but they are one of those sides who are going to be difficult to beat.
The lads work hard on working out what highlights we should look at again. No problem, actually, when it came to picking out the Newcastle chances. There were only 2 of them.
No, there were few and far between, and as we say, you know, that's not good enough for a Newcastle side. I mean, the players can probably say we've got £30 million worth of talent sitting on sidelines in Shearer, in Court. But this is a big club, Newcastle, you know, expectations are higher. There'll be a lot of fans there who will be disappointed in what they saw today.
I reckon that resort in Spain is going to seem like a prison camp by the end of the week.
Yeah, he's definitely don't want to be on that plane today.
So, Newcastle's capital consternation continues. Saturday's Premiership matches are all still to come, but next to the Nationwide, starting in the First Division. And what a lovely pair as Franson comes up trumps for Bolton against Huddersfield. While Kevin Cooper is the party pooper for Stockport at West Brom.
Join Love Night on Sky One to find out all you need to know about getting it on the night before.